So, I was vaxxed, I was boosted, and I was out hunting last Saturday, and I didn't feel well. I got home. I was with my middle son, and he was fine. I went home. I slept for 14 hours, and I woke up the next day around noon, and felt 8 times, 10 times worse. Like I said, vaxxed and boosted. I'm not obese. No more diabetes. No nothing. No comorbidities. I take D3, zinc, quercetin, C. I do everything. I exercise daily except for the days I'm hunting. And I got a bad case. Now today's Friday. So it's been 7 days. And I'm still can barely walk up and down the stairs or go very far, stand for too long, get winded. My fever was 104 for 3 days. That went away finally. The dizziness and stuff went away after 2 or 3 days. But still just can't walk far, can't breathe right, still coughing up things. For 2 or 3 days I was coughing up blood and mucus. Doctor said it was normal. He goes, yeah, it's a little bit as long as it's not frequent and a whole lot, blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you what, that knocked me down for the count. They say, oh, well, it'll stop your hospitalizations and death. Well, if I'd gone to the hospital at 104, they would have put me in. They already told me that. The doctor said I would have admitted you. So, poo-poo on all that vaccine nonsense. You're almost better off getting it. Period. That's my opinion. Not a medical fact, not a doctor. But anyway, you see behind me, that's my hunting stuff from last week. I dried it out because I was soaking wet. I got to get rid of it. I got to wash it or something. My wife hasn't come in this room. This is my man room. Man, what a brutal thing. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't know what I used to tell people, hey, take your vitamins, exercise, make sure you lose weight, eat right, don't drink alcohol, blah, blah, blah. I used to tell her that. I never was a proponent of the vax, but I got it because work forced me to save money on my insurance and my weekly deductibles and all that other stuff. And then they were going to charge us, if you didn't get it, $75 a week, basically, to get the test to prove that you were able to come to work. I couldn't afford that. I don't know anybody that could. So I went ahead and got the vax. And then when the booster came up, I got the booster. It just didn't work, man. It didn't work. Government's not out there doing anything about treatment. You know, they're still vax, vax, vax. They're like a one-show pony. Vax, vax, vax. They need to start talking about the treatment, the pills that they're coming out with. I guess the monoclonal, whatever the antibody treatments, I guess those are starting to fail now. 2 of the 3 are being reported on the news as starting to fail for the Omicron or whatever it's called. And the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So they're only working on the other variants. I don't know. So, but this new pills that come out in another one, supposedly, I don't know. I mean, I didn't die, so they're right about that. But I should have been hospitalized. I mean, but I don't know what to tell anybody. I think this is never going to end until we all get it. My voice is still a little scratchy. I'm not telling you to go get it, but I think that's the only way it's going to end is if or when everybody gets it. And not just like 80% herd immunity. I think everyone's going to have to get it. Yeah, my son got it. He got it really bad. His girlfriend, and it took him 2 or 3 days behind me to get it. His girlfriend just got it today, so 4 or 5 days later, she's got it. My wife's been home with me. She got an order of isolation quarantine too, but she's not sick. No symptoms, no nothing. And we're not testing her unless she gets symptoms. But so far, she's fine. It doesn't make any sense. She's a smoker too. Not in the best shape, but who knows? You just don't know with this thing. I'm hoping she doesn't get it. Or maybe she's asymptomatic. Who knows? Hey, maybe she gave it to me. Maybe I can blame her. Anyway, folks, YouTube. I'm not giving any medical advice here. I'm just saying, get the vax. Maybe it will prevent you from dying or whatever. I did get the Johnson & Johnson, and it is the least effective, even the booster. So maybe you want to go with the Moderna or the Pfizer. Maybe. And maybe that will head it all off. Maybe if I'd gotten those, I wouldn't have been so sick. But I'll tell you what, that is the sickest I've ever been in my life. And I've had pneumonia. About 2017, right after hunting season, when we came out of the woods, we picked up my other son from college. On the way home, he didn't tell us he had the flu. Me and my other son that are sick now, we both got deathly sick. 105-degree fever then. I did get admitted to the hospital then. But I still didn't feel this bad. I'll tell you what, I didn't feel this bad. This was bad. This COVID thing. Terrible. Thanks, China. Thanks, Fauci. Thanks, you lab leaking scumbags. Anyway, still take your vitamin D3, your zinc, your quercetin, your C's, your B complexes. Try and do everything you can. Avoid the alcohol. I know it's the holiday season. Just try and do everything you can to keep yourself healthy. I guess rest is important. I didn't get a lot of rest lately because it's been hunting season. You know, flopping my schedule around. I work midnights, but then I'm flopping the days so I can hunt. So maybe that wore me down a little bit. Who knows? I'm trying to think of everything that I could have done different. But anyway. All right, YouTube. Good luck. I guess we're all in this together, like they say. Do your best not to get it, though. Trust me.